Yeah, Josh. So I'll give you the whole TLDR in a few as I walk down this path of an old. So to kind of give you like a whole like rundown of everything, I love traveling, right? I've traveled a bunch. I volunteered, many times to go to a lot of third world countries where I helped film and document a lot of projects that were being worked on with a couple of NGOs. I won't name them just because, I am streaming it. I don't want to put too much information out there. So I had the honor and pleasure of going to like Kenya, Haiti. Like I've traveled a lot. And every time I've traveled, my family, I know, my family has always loved, yeah, like my family have always loved me showing them, parts of my travel, the places I go to, and just like, they just love what I take in, right? So I had the opportunity to come to Korea because of my best friend's wedding, and I also had extra time. So I looked, because I enjoy walking, right? I enjoy walking. I walk every day in New York. So I looked in to see if there were any trails that I could take that were longer distances. I found this one trail called the Haeparang Trail, which is the one I'm walking right now. 770 kilometers, very similar to Camino de Santiago as far as distance. So I figured, hey, Korea has great internet, right? All I need is a cell phone. Why don't I walk and trek that trail and live stream so that my parents could watch back at home? That was my main objective. Because they haven't returned to South Korea for probably close to 40 years, right? So that was my initial plan, and that's what I started doing. I couldn't start on YouTube because YouTube has a lot more restrictions than Twitch. So I just made a Twitch account and started streaming 24 days ago, Josh. I'm not even a month old on Twitch. And by chance, wonderful people came across my channel, and the community has grown. Yeah, the community has grown. So that's kind of like my rundown, Josh. So I never show my viewer count because I talk and walk and take everything in as if I'm just sharing with my family and friends, Thank you, Josh. Yeah, thank you. And I'm very blessed and thankful that the people who are in my community really understand and get me, right? They get me because when I stop to take in a moment, right? Even if it's like a little like 1 second picture, right, that I want to take, like I make sure that the viewers get in that moment the same way I am, And I'm blessed because no one complains. No one tells me to rush. I take my time as I walk. There are times where the view is not pretty, right? I'm just huffing puffing going up hills on the road. But the community has been so great. Always encouraging me, always making sure that I'm okay. Yeah, so that's kind of the rundown. My parents watch usually from 8 p.m. Eastern time to probably latest 1 a.m. Eastern time. And they usually just watch the VOD afterwards, throughout the day. Oh, I know. Yeah. Josh, I don't know. Everyone's telling me they want me to do other trails and other like trips. But I started with just the intention of finishing this out, right? So we'll see what happens after this trip. I've been really enjoying like turning on the stream because in the beginning, like for the first 2 weeks, Josh, I only had my family and friends watching, right? So it was probably like 4 or 5 people. And then like somehow 2-3 people found the channel, right? So like the max viewership I had probably in the first 2 weeks was like 7 people. Yeah, so the ongoing joke is that I only have 7 viewers because I don't have like my viewer count on. Yeah, I know. So, so Josh, like how my community just kind of blew up is, I don't know if you know Rob CD, but he was biking in Busan. I mean, he was biking to Busan, and he happened to see me as I was walking in the same town as he was biking. And then a lot of Rob's community, yeah, yeah, not